Can you hear me? अच्छा म्यूट में.
Yes, ma'am. मैम म्यूट में है शायद, सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है.
अच्छा अभी अभी ठीक है.
हाँ मैम ठीक है.
हाँ. So what is facility location? What is facility location? I have said you. What is facility location online? फैसिलिटी लोकेशन. लोकेशन मतलब क्या है? The place where our factory is situated. Okay? Place where our factory is situated. So facility location and layout matlab, like example last class we have taken like I have started a water bottle business, so supply of drinking water business. So in that, where I have situated my company in Dubai. Yeah, Dubai is a desert place. So is there any natural resources available over there? No. So is that a right location of my factory? Huh? Yes. How? हाँ, जगह सही है क्या? नहीं, नहीं, कैसे सही होता है? वो तो डेजर्ट प्लेस है, वहाँ तो वाटर ही नहीं मिलता है. तो हाउ कैन आई प्रोड्यूस वाटर बॉटल्स for drinking? So it's not a right place. So the location of the factory is also very important to meet demand. Okay, to meet demand, the location of factory is also very important. So next, what are the question lead to facility locations selection problem? After this, a series of questions need to be answered. That how to produce, when to produce, do we have the material to produce, are we producing the right things, are our machines are able to produce, provide desired result, and how to reach the product to the customer. These questions we have seen in operation management too. Yeah, these questions we have seen in operation management and demand forecasting also. So next, what's a summary of measure? These also same we have seen in OP. So definition of facility and facility location decision. So in the similar terms, facility means any type of setup that an organization required to run its operation. Okay, it's a type of setup to run the operation of the business, and products required, and to produce operations and produce required products and or deliver intended services to the customer. Facility is nothing but the place where our factory is located to produce or to meet the demand of customer. Okay. So next, the location on the other hand is a place and the region where the above mentioned facility to be what? To be established. So facility is different and location is different. Okay. Facility matlab, agar I want to start a business, so I need some machinery. I need to set up a factory. Okay, I need to set up if not I wanted to start a cold storage business. So what I needed? A godown. Okay, I needed a godown and refrigerators, some etc. things I needed to set a warehouse business. So that setup is known as facility, and the location where I wanted to set that warehouse is known as that location or layout. Okay. Next, where to establish the setup. So need for an appropriate facility location or a good facility location. Where to establish the setup? Tell me where I need to establish the setup. Where I have a appropriate. Appropriate means sufficient facility. Okay, sufficient facility. In the example where I have started a water bottle business, is there a sufficient facility in Dubai to produce my drinking waters? No. So it's not a proper location to set my business, right? Next, a good location, a good facility location also. So next one, factor D1, what? Factors affecting the location selection decisions are sources. Sourcing means, sources means availability of raw material, natural resources, internet connectivity, proximity to the key supplier, connectivity to alternate vendor, opportunity to cross-docking, and utilizing the milk van. Suppose, let us say, I have started a business in Africa, which is a very rural area. There is no proper infrastructure, there is nothing it has. So is that will be a proper location of my factory? No. I don't have proper internet connection, or I don't have any availability of natural resources or some machinery, and there are no vendors to purchase my product. There are no customers. So is that a proper location? No. Okay. Next, sources is also very important in, sources are very important for starting a business. Okay, starting a business and setting up the business. Next, market. Proximity to market, coverage of wide geographical area, connectivity of large customer base, less time to market, connectivity. Market is also very important. Where I have producing the products, but there is no market to, where there is no market to, to expose my products for the customers. So where there is no market, so will my products will be purchased? No. So factors, facility layout, facility location and layout के लिए क्या क्या चाहिए? Sources चाहिए और market चाहिए और the cost. Cost will also impact, right? So where I'm giving a product, suppose like I'm started a business called ice cream, where I was selling ice creams at 10 rupees. So another person is selling the same ice cream for 50 rupees. So now whose demand will be more? Yeah, mine. Yes, mine. So the cost is also very important. Like customer will, मतलब customer का preferences meet होना चाहिए, उसका cost भी meet होना चाहिए, उसका taste भी meet होना चाहिए. Okay, we need to satisfy the customer in everything. Next, socio-cultural and community and political issues. Yes, these also impact the setup of a factory. If we wanted to set up a factory, we need to take GST number, our company should be registered, and proper political what we say, we need to give some money to them also to establish a factory. Okay. Socio-cultural, community and political issues will also impact the setting up of factory. Next, environmental concerns, availability of skilled labor and competitive pressures. Where we can see in Africa, where I wanted to establish a factory where there is no source of raw material, where there is no market, no internet facility, nothing, no supplier, no cost efficient, no labor. Actually in Africa, many मतलब ऐसे illegal activities बहुत होता है, you can see, and the country is in very poverty, so their people are very poor, So in that case, will my factory will earn profits? No. Is that a right way to establish in Africa? No. So environmental concerns and availability of skilled labor, competitive pressures, these are the factors which are affecting in selection of facility layout. What are the factors? Repeat. Sources, market, cost, socio-cultural and political issues, environmental concerns. Next, availability of skilled labor. Next, competitive pressure. So form an abbreviation for that. Anyone form an abbreviation to remember that theory part? Can anyone? So write S square C square, S square C square AME, S square C square AME. So next, in nutshell, the location selection will also depends upon the growth space. So in the example, Africa is a grown city or developed city. No, some areas of Africa has been developed, but some areas are not developed. So now, additional location selection depends upon what? Additional growth space and layout, better transportation network, reduction in plant operation and service cost, caudal labor situation, better environment in terms of water, air, land, better community and public relation, greater inner plant coordination and centralized control, improved logistics and increased future plan profitability. These are the additional factors which affects the location. So what are the approaches for facility location selection? Facility selection location के लिए approaches क्या है? Steps are decide on the criteria for evaluating the location alternatives. Then after identify the important factors. So next identify the important factors. Next develop the location alternatives. Next, evaluate the alternatives and make the decision and select the location. These are the 5 steps involved for selecting location. So what are the popular approaches? Factor rating, center of gravity technique, transportation model, optimization and heuristic model. So let us consider some situation of facility location selection problem. So let us see the example of factor rating method. So first step, what we need to do, this first stage, the expert team need to give weightages to the factor. This can be done in many ways. Following one simple method is explained. Suppose the possible approach, suppose the expert rate each factor on a scale is 1:5. So 1 is the least important, where if we take an expert rate which is measured in 1 to 5 in a scale of 1 to 5, 1 is the least important and 5th one is the most important. So here they have given some वही दिया था. So F1, F2, F3, F4 are the factors. So E1, E2, E3, E4, E5 is the rating given to that factor. So where's the marker? Actually this example you can go through, I think. It's only just understanding, no need of writing, I think. So here the factor what? F1, F1, F2, F3 and F4. So what are the ratings they have given? E1, E2, E3, E4 and E5. So what they have given? 4, 3, 4. Tell me 4, 3, 4. 4, 3, 4, 4, 3. Next, tell me. Tell me you have book, no? Tell me fast. 3, 4. 4, 3. 5. 2, 1, 2. Double 1. Next. F4. Acha, you have said this one, right? Huh? It's wrong. 4, 3, 4, 4, 3. What you have said? Huh? Which one you have said? Question number 45, page number. Huh? Acha. You have skipped one line. Acha. 5, 5, 5, 5, 4. Next. 3, 4, 4, 3, 5. 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. So, what is the total of this row? Tell me. Four, 4, 12, 12, 15, 15 plus 3, 18. So, what's the total of this? 24. Next, 19. Next, 7. So, what's the total of this? 68. So, now we have to find the weight. So, how the weight is calculated? 8 divided by 68. So, what is that? 24 divided by 68. Tell me. Online people, are you sleeping? No. So, tell me what's the weight of this? 18 divided by 68. इतना कम strength है. Daily it is decreasing. It should be increased, but it is decreasing. Strength is decreasing. Why? So tell me what's 18 divided by 68? Calci. No one has calci. Oh my God.
0.3.
0.3.
3.
Yes. Next. 24 divided by 68. You have to do in your calci, not from the books. Okay. So I need everyone to carry calci from tomorrow.
Hello.
हाँ,
Hello,
tell
ma'am.
me.
Ma'am, that 18 divided by 68 is 0.26.
26.
Ma'am, in calculator if we do.
Acha, you have did in calci.
Yes, ma'am.
So actually they have took a round figure. It is 6, right? 2.26. So they
Yes,
have
ma'am.
made it 3 in the books. That's why. Next, if the second number is more than 5, so we need to round it off. We need to add 1 to the first number.
Ma'am, but
So-
factor 2 came out 0.35, not 0.2 in book.
Which one? Second one.
Second one, yes, ma'am, this one.
So 0.35 is also 2. 0.35.
Yes, ma'am.
0.35 क्या? So
Yes,
how
ma'am.
we
In
are,
calculator, it is coming out.
then how we are telling this 0.3, 0.2 everyone from the books? So that is not correct. That's why I am telling you to do. How? So tell me what is this 0.26? Next
35.
0.355. Next
0.28.
28. Next
Ma'am, the next one 0.1.
0.1. So, so this is the weightage we have got. So in the next other question, this is AHP method. So the first one is what method? First one is, tell me, first one is what method? Factor rating method. The second one is AHP method. So in this the weight has been given as 0.32, 0.1 and 0.4. The total is 1.0. So the experts are requested to rate each of the location alternatives with respect to the factors. Example 10. The most beneficial one is 10 and the least beneficial one is 1. So here they have given a factors. So what the factors they have given? F1, F2, F3, F4 and the weight alternatives are L1. Factor 1 has an alternative of L1, L2, L3 and factor 2 also has an L1, L2, L3 alternatives of, okay. So next factor 3 is also having an alternative of L1, L2, L3. So let us do this. So next factor F1,
Hello.
what?
Hello.
Huh?
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello? Hello? Hear me? Can you hear me? What happened? Is there any problem? Hello? Online people, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
आज
So
मैं क्लास नहीं
L1, L2,
पढ़ती.
L3. So it's L1,
क्या?
L2. So can you please mute it? So L1, L2, L3. So what is
क्या?
the number? 10, 9, 7, 7, 3, 10, 7, 5, 10, 6, 8 and
क्या
5.
कर रहा है?
So what's the weight? So tell me the weight. 0.3, 0.2, 0.1 and 0.4, right? So this multiply with this weight is multiplied with every L1, L2 and L3. So what you will get, tell me? Tell me, answer. So 0.3 into 10, 0.2 into 7. Calci online.
मैम समझ में नहीं आ रही है,
हाँ,
समझ में नहीं आया।
एक्चुअली हैव नॉट स्टार्टेड, अभी स्टार्ट हुआ। ये तो क्वेश्चन आपके बुक में दिया था, वो अभी मैं मतलब आई हैव रिटन ऑन द बोर्ड जस्ट नाउ. So these are the weights they have given in your book. So these are the only assumption. These are the not the real question only. This is an example type of question. Okay. So these are the weights they have given in your book. So these are the factors F1, F2, F3 and F4. And L1, L2, L3 are the alternatives available for the factors F1, F2 and F3, F4. Okay.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
now we need to multiply this weight into the alternatives available for the factor F1. So 0.3 into 10. How much? 3. So next 0.3 into 9. Tell me. Tell me. Huh?
0.3 into 9.
0.3 into 9. Calci, you don't have calci.
2.7.
So next 0.3 into 7. 2.1.
2.1.
Next 0.2 into 7. 1.4. Next, tell me 0.2 into 3. Huh?
0.6.
0.6.
Next 0.1 into 7.
0.7.
0.7, 0.5 and 0. This is 1.1, right? 10 into 1.1. 10 into 0.1. 1. So next 0.4 into 6. Fast. इतना slow होगा तो
2.4.
2.4. Next 0.4 into 8.
3.2.
3.2. Next.
2.
Next. Next 0.4 into 5.
2.
2. 2, right? So what's the total
Yes,
of
ma'am.
these? So what is the total of these alternatives L1, L2 and L3? Tell me fast. 3 plus 1.4 plus 0.7 plus 2.4. 2 plus 3, 5, 6.
7.5.
7.5. Next, this one. 3, 4, 5. Next, L2, L3. So tell me the sum. 7. Next, 3 plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 8.1. Okay. So this is what you have. What? Is this right? 0.4 into 5? 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. Something in this line, something mistake you have told me. 0.7 into 0.3, once do it once again. Acha, it's 2, right? 10 into 0.2, it's 2, so it is 7.1. So you have told mistake. So this is mistake. So I'm seeing. So this is 2 and here 7.1. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear, everyone? Online?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
it's very simple. Next, this question number 9. Let us see question number 9. Suppose XYZ Limited want to open a retail shop in Kolkata. So if it first selects the four locations such as L1, L2, L3 and L4. If XYZ wanted to open an retail shop in Bengal, so he will select the four location L1, L2, L3 and L4. So the coordinates of the location, latitudes and longitudes, and the volume of customer, that is average number of customers in a day, are given in the following table. So what are the four locations? This question is based on center of gravity method. Okay, this question is based on center of gravity method. So tell me location L1, L2, L3. L1, L2, L3, L4. So numbers tell me. Volume 200, 100, 100, 200. Next. So X and Y. So what the coordinates? Tell me. X 30, X. So this is Y. Next 90, 130, 60. Next 100, 120, 130, 40. So these are the coordinates they have given. That's all. Question. Okay. So what they are telling us to find out the best location using what method? Center of gravity method. So this method has a formula. So what is that formula? X is equal to summation Vi into Xi divided by summation Vi. So write down the formula. So center of gravity formula is summation of, tell me, Vi into Xi divided by summation Vi. So what is the Vi? So Vi means volume. So what's the total summation of Vi? 600, right? So what is Xi? Vi into Xi we need to do. So 200 into 300, Vi into Xi. 200 into 300, 6000. 90 into 9000. 130 into 100, 13,000. Next 200 into 60. What is the sum? What's the sum? 40,000. This is Xi into Vi. So next one, this is X part. So what is the Y part? Summation of Vi into Yi divided by summation Vi. So what is Vi into Yi? 200 into 100, 20,000. 100 into 120, 12,000. And 100 into 130, 13,000. 200 into 40, 8,000. So what's the total? 12, 20, 32, 32 plus 32, 45, 53, right? So just substitute these things in this. So substitute in X part, 40,000 divided by 600. Next here 53,000 divided by 600. So what's the answer? 40,000 divided by, how much did you got? So is that clear? Any doubt? Online people? No? Is that clear? So why you are not writing in your book? If you don't have books, you need to copy that question, right? So everyone, is that clear? So next, facility layout. Plant layout, also known as the layout of facility, refers to the configurations of department, work centers and equipment and machinery which focus on the flow of material or work through the production system. So facility location, what does it mean? Plant layout is also known as layout of facility. Okay? Facility का मतलब क्या है? कौन सा प्लांट इंस्टॉल किया है हमें हमारे फैक्ट्री में, कौन सा मशीनरी वी आर यूजिंग, व्हाट आर द मशीनरी वी आर यूजिंग, व्हाट आर द प्लांट वी आर installed with. So these are the things which refers to facility. This theory you can go through, okay? All the theory you read it by yourself. If there is any doubt, just ask me in the class, okay? Because if we are explaining the theory every day, so it takes much time. Okay? Problems are very important, right? Not the theory. So good plant layout objectives. So I just go through, but ask me if there is anything if you don't understand. Okay? Online? Offline? Okay. Good plant layout objectives. What are the objectives of good plant layout? Efficient utilization of labor, higher flexibility, higher utilization of space, equipment and people, improved employee morale and safe working condition, improved flow of material, information, people, improved production capacity, reduced congestion or reduced bottleneck center, reduced health hazards and accidents, to allow ease of maintenance, to facilitate the better coordination and to face-to-face communication where needed, to improve productivity, provide ease of supervision, provide the product flexibility and volume flexibility, to utilize available space efficiently and effectively. So these are the good plant layout objectives. Okay? What are these? Good plant layout objectives. So these are the good plant layout objectives. So the choice of layout you can go through. So factors influencing the layout choices. What are the factors that are influencing the layout choices are? Location, next machinery equipment, managerial policy, next material, next product. So these are some of the factors which are affecting what? Layout. Factors affecting the layout choice are location, machinery equipment, managerial policy, material, product. So what are the types of industry? So synthetic, analytical, conditioning and extractive. In this synthetic, analytical, conditioning and extractive, there are two types. So what is the first type? Intermittent type of industry and continuous type of industry. Okay? So whether the industries is classified under synthetic, analytical, condition and extraction industries and gain Again, whether the industries have intermittent or production or continuous has to the relevance to the type of layout employ. So this theory you can test the thing. So let us start our problems. You can go through this theory, all the theory. So question number 11. The present layout is shown in the figure. The manager of the department is intending to interchange department C and F in the present layout, and handling the frequencies between the department is given. So the departments are of the same size and configuration. So the material handling cost per unit length travel between the department is C. So what will be the effect of interchange of departments C and F in the layout? So they want to interchange the what department? Department C and F. So they want to interchange the department C and F in the given question, because there is same size. So the departments are of same size and configuration. So they wanted to interchange the C and F. So what are the departments? A, B, C, D, E, F, and from A to B, A, B, C, D, E, F to A, B, C, D, E, F. So this is a matrix problem, matrix type of problem. So let us do. So tell me, matrix. So, where is this will be? Huh? Where this desk will be? This one? Huh? You don't know? शशि जी एक बार आइए ना. Some software remind me. So I can use this one also, I think. हाँ नहीं कुछ नहीं है. ये मतलब चेंज हो गया है. हाँ. ठीक है होने दीजिए. So the distance matrix. From and to. So what are the departments? A, B, C, D, E and F. So what are the layouts? A, B, C, D, E and F. So tell me what they have given in the question. From A to B department, is there any layout? No. And A to A there is no layout. And A to B 0. A to C 90. A to D 160. Tell me 50. And second one. Tell me B1. 70. 0, 100. 130. 20, 0, 0. 180 and 10 and 40. So F there is nothing. So in the distance matrix of present layout we need to check what? Pehla, this is the question they have given. So we need to take we need to take 90 as 1, I think so. How this question has been done? This is differently done. 1 minute. 1 second, I will tell you. They are doing differently, I think so. Actually they are doing in a different manner. मैट्रिक्स को ऐसे कैसे किया? Actually I will tell you these questions for tomorrow, okay? Not tomorrow, after maybe I think I will take the class on Thursday, I think so. So I will tell that questions to on Thursday, okay? So let us do this resource aggregate planning topic now, okay? Resource aggregate planning. So let us do resource aggregate planning topic, okay? They have done मतलब differently. Matrix का question different होता है, but they are done very differently. So aggregate planning is an intermediate term planning decision. It is a process of planning the quantity and the time of output over the intermediate time horizon. So within the range, the physical facilities are assumed to be fixed for planning period. Resource aggregate planning मतलब क्या होता है? हाँ? Can anyone tell me resource aggregate planning? Planning for aggregating the resources. Resource aggregate planning is also known as planning for aggregating the resources. मतलब resources को कैसे aggregate करना, मतलब कैसे लेकर आना, उसको plan कैसे करना, मतलब how much to utilize, from where we need to get that resources, okay? So those are the things मतलब resource aggregate का मतलब क्या है? Where we need to get the resources and how it to be used, how much to be used and when to be used in the production of what? Production of our product. Production planning in the intermediate range of time is termed as aggregate planning. Production planning in the intermediate term is known as aggregate planning. Underline that line. And it is thus called because the demand on facilities and available capacities is specified in aggregate quantity. For example, aggregate quantity of number of automobile vehicles, aggregate number of soaps. Here the total expected demand is specified without regard to the product mix that makes up the specified figure. In the example what they have told that aggregate quantity of number of automobile vehicles, aggregate number of soaps. When we have started a business, we have purchased our raw material. When we know how much quantity is produced, from that raw material, when it is put into process, when we get the output. So getting output is an intermediary process. So on in intermediary process only we can plan aggregately for resource allocation. Matlab when we start producing a product with the resources what we have, so we will know that how much resources are utilized for producing one unit. Okay, so that we can allocate the resources, we can aggregate resource and we can plan according to that. Okay, next. So there are two types of planning, long range planning and intermediate or aggregate planning. So look at the question number 14. So in the question they have given ABC company have developed a forecast for group of items that has the following demand. So what are the quarter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and what's the demand they have and the quantity cumulative demand they have. So let us do this problem. So tell me what's a quarter, how many quarters they have? 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So what's the demand? Tell me 270, 220, 220, 470, 670, 450, 270, 200, 370. So cumulative matlab everyone know, right? Cumulative demand, cumulative matlab, so this 270 plus 220 490, 490 plus 470, cumulative का मतलब इसको पूरा add on करना है बस. 270 here, right? So next 270 plus 220 490, 490 plus 470 960, next 1630, next 2080, next 2350, next 2550, next 2920. So what they are asking in the question, so this is the so the firm estimate that the cost is 150 per unit to increase the production rate, rupees 200 per unit to decrease the production rate, 50 rupees per quarter to carry the items in inventory and 100 rupees rupee 100 per unit if subcontractor. So right here, so what's the cost? The firm estimated the cost of rupees what? 150. If the production increases, so what's the rate? If the production increase, the cost will be 200. If it decrease, what's the cost will be? 50, right? To decrease the production rate, the 50. Sorry, here it is. So if it increases, the product cost will be 150. If it decreases, it will decrease 50 rupees from that. Next, and 50 rupees what? Carry the items in inventory. 50 rupees for carrying the inventory. Next 100 rupees if it is subcontracted. So compare the cost of pure strategy. So there are 3 plans pura, okay? So first we'll Look at the first plan. So in this pure strategy, the actual demand is met by varying the workforce size. This means that during the period of low demand, the company must fire the workers, and during the high demand, the company must hire the workers. So based on demand, the workers must be fired or hired is done. Where the demand is low, so is there any use of labor force? Is there any use of labor force? No. Where there is high demand, so we need to hire the more workers. So next one, the two steps involved associated costs. In this strategy, the production will be equal to the demand and values in each period. So the cost of plan is computed in the table below. So in the 8 quarters, the demand will be, in the first one is 270. First the quarter 270, the demand is 270. In the second quarter, the demand is decreasing, and next in the third quarter it is increasing. Next in the fourth quarter it is increasing. Next fifth quarter it has decreased. Next in the sixth quarter it has decreased. Next seventh decreased. Eighth quarter it has increased. So there is no perfect demand. Okay, it is being increasing and it's been decreasing, and sometimes it is constant. So what's the cost of increasing the production level? फर्स्ट क्वार्टर में तो हम अभी मतलब डिमांड मीट हुआ है, अभी कुछ नहीं, मतलब कुछ भी कैलकुलेट नहीं कर सकता है, ठीक है. सेकेंड वन, वेयर व्हेन कंपेयर्ड टू द फर्स्ट क्वार्टर, द सेकेंड क्वार्टर डिमांड हैज व्हाट? डिक्रीज्ड. सो पहला क्वार्टर वन में 270 था, पर लेकिन अभी 220 हो गया, मतलब इट इज डिक्रीजिंग. When in the question what they have said, if the production is decreasing, what we need to take? 50 rupees we need to decrease from the cost. So 50 into, so how much demand is decreased? 50 into, so what's the cost, what the cost for decreasing the production? 200 per unit. क्वेश्चन में दिया है ना 150 when the production is increasing. We need to take the cost of 150 when the production is increasing. When the production is decreasing, we need to take the cost of 200. So how much units the demand is decreasing? When compared with the first and second quarter, 50 units. Okay? So 50 into 200. Okay? So see, what's the difference in units? Decreasing 50 units. We have already discussed here when it is decreased. So what's the amount we need to take? 200. So 50 into 200. How much? 10,000. Okay? Next one. In the second quarter, tell me whether it is increasing or decreasing. Whether it is increasing or decreasing in the third quarter when it is compared with second quarter. Online. Increasing. So how many units it is increasing? 470 minus 220, 250. So when it is increasing, what's the cost we need to take? Tell me. 150. So here form two tables, if it is increasing and if it is decreasing, write like same question. Matlab same pattern which I have given in your book, we'll write like that. So you need to write this amounts. Matlab pehla you need to understand the question clearly. If you don't understand the question, you cannot solve. So whatever you have understood from the question, you need to write pehla. Matlab this is this you need to write. Then after you will able to do the problem very easily. So if increasing and if decreasing and total. Okay? So if increasing, firstly they have started, so there is no increase or decrease. In the second one, it has been decreased, right? So 50 into 200. So this is 10,000. So in third one, what happened? It is increased 250 units into, if it increases, what's the cost? 150. So what's the amount? 250 into 150. Next, in the third one, sorry, in fourth quarter, when compared with third quarter, is it increasing or decreasing? Increasing. How many units? 670 minus 470. 200 units it is increasing. So if it increases, the cost will be 150. So amount, tell me. Next, when compared to fifth and fourth quarter, the amount is decreasing. So 450 minus 670, 220, decreasing, right? So 220 into what's the cost will be? 200. Next, in the sixth quarter, 270 minus 250, so it is decreasing. So it is 270 minus 250, 180. 180 into 200. Online, is that clear? Is there any doubt? So in the seventh quarter it is again decreasing. So 70 into 200. Next, in the eighth quarter it is increasing by 170 units into 150. So tell me the amounts. 250 into 150. Online? Online, is there any doubt? Did you understood or not? Online? What happened? Online? Are you getting? Okay, did you understood? Okay, is there any doubt? No. Tell me the total amounts. 250 into 150, 37,500. Next, 30,000, 44,000, 14,000. So what's the total? So this is what the last one is also there, no? So what is this? 25,500. So what's the total? 1,97,000. This is what the plan 1 is. So next, second plan. In the second plan, the company compute the average demand and set its production capacity to this average demand. This results in the excess of units in some period and also the shortage of units during some other period. And the excess units will be carried as an inventory for the future use, and shortage units will be fulfilled using the future inventory. And the cost of plan 2 is computed in the table below. The plan incurs a maximum shortage of 255 units during the quarter 5, and the firm might decide to carry 255 units from the beginning of the period 1 to avoid the shortage. The total cost of the plan is 96,500. So in the quarter 1 to 8, so the demand has been the same. In the cumulative demand, you need to write. Then the production level, they have given the production level, right? Production level is equal to average demand divided by 8 quarters. So what is the average demand we got? 2920. Okay, you can see that the average demand of all the quarters is 2920, that is divided by 8 quarters. So the production level will be how much? 2980 divided by 8. Do it. How much you will get? Come on, everyone. What happened? Everyone. So let us do this plan 2. So Carry your phone or matlab calice. Everyone, you need to tell me. So quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Online people, anyone? Doubt? Is there any doubt regarding the first plan one? Online? No response. Why? Can you hear me? Online?
मैम
हाँ.
मैम इफ इंक्रीजिंग वो वाला पार्ट समझ में नहीं आया.
Huh? What?
इफ इंक्रीजिंग
हाँ. If
तो
increasing.
हाँ वो वाला पार्ट समझ में नहीं आया.
अच्छा, वो समझ में नहीं आया.
जी मैम.
जब से मैं मतलब I was asking from that time, so you people are not at all responding. So in the demand and so you can see the demand. Okay, let us see the demand. What's the demand in the first quarter? 270, right? So in the second
Yes, ma'am.
quarter it is 220. So what is it in increasing or decreasing stage?
डिक्रीजिंग.
H is decreasing. So in the question, ऊपर में देखो, the firm first estimates that it cost 150 per unit to increase the production rate. Production rate को increase करने के लिए firm कितना cost कर सकता है? 150. Okay, underline that. Then after 200 rupees per unit to decrease that production. The firm can cost 200 to decrease that production. So now the difference of 50 is in decreasing stage, right?
यस मैम.
So 50 units into what's the cost the firm can put?
200.
Yes, 200. That's all. No, next compare the third one and second one. What is that in a decreasing order or increasing?
इंक्रीजिंग.
Increasing. So how many units it is increasing? 250 units. So when the company want to increase, it can cost what? How much?
150.
Yes, 150. So 250 into 150. Okay, is that clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
यस मैम.
अभी clear है? हाँ?
हाँ मैम. हाँ.
Yes. So let us do the second plan. Demand. So tell me fastly demand. 270. 270. So offline tell me fastly. 270, 220 next. 170. अच्छा 470. 670. 150. 450. अच्छा okay. 270. 200. 370. Next. Cumulative demand. 270, 490, 960, 1630, 2080, 2000, 350, 2550, 29, 20. So here, what is the average of the demand for the 8 quarters in this given question? So the average demand is 290 units. So this average demand of 290 units divided by 8 quarters. So what's the answer will be? How many units will get? 365. Okay, 365 will get per quarter. Per quarter. So where the total demand, average demand is 2920 divided by 8 quarters, we will get 365 per quarter. So write production level is 365 for every quarter. Okay. So next they have telling us to cumulate this production level. So tell me 365 plus 365, 730. Next 365, 1095 next, 1460 next, 1825, 2120, 90, 2190, 2555, 2920. Okay, so we got this average again. After accumulating this production level, we got our average demand 2920, right? So that means we have distributed correctly. So next one, the inventory. So how will get inventory? Tell me. Actually, the demand in the quarter 1 is 270. But when we have distributed this average demand divided by 8 quarters, we got 365 per quarter. So the difference in this, so the difference in this 365 minus 275, what's the amount? 365 minus 275 online? 30 here, 95, right? So the 95 is the inventory in the quarter 1. Okay. Actually,
Okay,
the
ma'am.
actual demand is this one. But what the firm is doing, the average demand they are dividing by 8 quarters. So they are distributing equally to the every quarter. So after distributing this average demand every quarter, we got 365. Actually, this 365 to be the production, but the demand is only 270. So the remaining, the differences between 365 and 270 of 95 will be the inventory of that quarter. Okay. So next. So next one, tell me 370 minus 220. 240. So online people, is that clear?
Yes,
Have you
ma'am.
understood, right? Okay. So tell me next. Minus 160, next 0. Sorry, 5 and 0. So next what we need to do? Adjusting the inventory with 255 at the beginning of the period 1. So here the negative inventory, where it is higher? In the quarter 5 it has higher inventory. Okay, मतलब कितना है? 255 है. So we need to adjust this 255. Okay, adjusted inventory with 255 at the beginning of the period 1. So in the first period we need to take what? Acha, they are distributing this divided by, okay. So actually they are assuming that the total 255 units from the beginning of the period 1 is to avoid the shortage. The total cost they have given as 96,500. Okay, already they have given the cost of 96,500. So can anyone tell me the adjusted inventory with 255 at the beginning of the period 1, how they have done? Can anyone tell me? If you understood the question, the previous rows or columns, so can anyone tell me? Anyone try once? Can anyone tell me? Online, can anyone? You can go through that, the theory they have given, मतलब easily understand होने के लिए. So they have given that the plan occurred a maximum shortage of 255 units during quarter 5. Okay, they have decided to carry 255 units from the beginning of the period 1. क्वार्टर 5 में जो 255 अकर हुआ है उसको बिगिनिंग से कैरी करने के लिए सोचा था. सो नाउ कैन एनीवन ऑनलाइन? No, no one. No one.
No, ma'am.
So the look at that inventory, cumulative production of inventory. Have you seen that 95 units here? Inventory of 95 units there, no? So this 255 have been added to that 95. Okay, the 255, the firm want to adjust this 255 from the beginning of the year. So sorry, beginning of the quarter 1. So they have adjusted this 255 to that 95. So what the amount you will get? 95 plus 255, 350. So the next one, 240 plus 255. Next 495 you will get. So this is what they have made this adjustment. Okay. Now it is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes. So the cost they have distributed to the 8 quarters. Okay. So that 96,500 the cost they have distributed to the 8 quarters. So next let us see the plan 3. Once do this 350 into this 50 per unit. What that is what 17,500 is getting, right? 350 into 50. Yes, right? So this adjusted inventory whatever they have given it into inventory cost 50 rupees. So you will get this cost of holding inventory. Okay. Okay, is that clear? Online? So next one, plan 3. In plan 3 what they have planned? So normal production capacity if it is assumed to 200 units, where the normal capacity of production if they have assumed that only 200 units, so that is the minimum value of demand will only be 200 units. So additional demand other than the normal capacity is met by subcontracting. Okay, in plan C they are what they are doing? Subcontracting. So quarter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Tell me the demand. 270. Quarter 220 fastly. 470. 670. 450, 270, 200, 370. Now what they are assuming that the minimum demand will only be 200 in every quarter. So they are assuming like the minimum demand they will meet will be only 200. So the excess demand, what is the excess demand they have? The minimum demand they have thought that only 200, but the excess demand they have what? 70 units. So here 70 here, tell me, 20 here, 270 next, 470 next, 250, next 70, next here nil 170. So if this excess demand is subcontracted, so what's the cost you will form? What's the subcontracting price? 100 rupees per unit. 70 into 100, 20 into 100, 270 into 100 and 470 into 100, 250 into 100 and 70 into 100 here nil and 170 into 100. Okay, is that clear everyone? Online? Yes. So in the plan 1 what they are doing? They are trying to increase or decrease. They are trying to increase or decrease the production. In the plan 2 they are making the excess demand or deficit demand as an inventory. Next plan C, they are subcontracting the differences in the minimum capacity and the demand what they have met. Okay, they are subcontracting the minimum capacity of demand and the maximum they have met for subcontracting. So these are the three plans. So we need to choose the least plan, matlab the plan which cost very least. So right, matlab first plan में कितना cost आया था 1,97,000 and second plan में कितना cost है 96,500 and third one में 1,32,000. So which one is beneficial to the company? Which plan is beneficial to the company? Tell me. How? Plan 2 how? Online, can anyone tell me how they are choosing plan 2? Huh? Yes, it is costing least. Matlab the cost is very least. So that why we are choosing plan 2. कितना हो गया टाइम? हो गया 6:30 हो गया. अच्छा ठीक है, अभी ये शुरू होने से तो अभी टाइम लगेगा करने में. ठीक है, we will do these problems in the next class. Okay, offline, online. Good night. Okay.
Night.